Good evening and welcome to Side-Eye in the City, episode 13. Hello, Internet. This is your host, Tamika, and I have with me Christina. Hey, Chris.
Hey everybody.
And Sydney. Hey,
Hello.
Sydney. And we're coming to you live on this Sunday, April 19th. And yeah, we've been gone for a minute, so we're back. Hey, what's up? So what's new with you ladies? What's going on? What's cracking? What's popping?
School and work.
Yep. hmm
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Some life things, but I mean,
Okay.
just like regular things. Nothing
Gotcha.
special.
Okay.
It'd be
Well,
nice
cool,
if it
yeah.
was special.
Same here. School and work, nothing special. And of course, side-eye. And what about you, Miss Chris? What's going on with you?
Um, Nothing really. School, work, children. You know. Um, it's almost the end of the school year, so everything is happening right now.
Hmm.
So for me, my school semester is ending, and their school semesters are ending, so it's kind of crazy town.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably the way it is about everywhere right about now. Yeah, I know school is ending here pretty soon, and I have to write a final exam, and actually I have to do a bunch of grading once we get off here.
Yeah.
So, yay, fun times. Uh, you guys can tell how excited I am to be doing either of those things. So, I'm going to go ahead and get us rolling. Let's see. What do you guys want to talk about first?
Hmm.
Uh, we were talking about The Wiz, so, well, why don't we start there? That sounds pretty fun.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, so The Wiz is coming to NBC. That for like the past couple years, I think like maybe the last 2 or 3 years, NBC has been producing a live holiday special, and it's usually like their adaptation of some Broadway production. I think the year before last it was The Sound of Music,
Yeah.
and then this Christmas it was Peter Pan.
hmm
Peter Pan, yeah.
Peter Pan with
Um,
Christopher Walken as Hook,
okay.
which I think was like brilliant, like terribly brilliant because honestly he was bad at it. He was.
But I
He,
can see him in that role. Like, even though I agree that it would probably, I didn't see it, but I can see how it would be bad. I could also see him in that role.
so bad.
I
At
see
first,
him.
I was like, "This is gonna be okay," and then they started the singing and the dancing, and I was like, "No, no."
I saw a little bit of the Sound of Music one. Um, wasn't really impressed with that one. And I've actually never seen the Sound of Music,
What?
so yeah. I'm
God.
just
Like,
like, I don't know if
don't
I.
judge it. Don't judge it based on that. I
Okay.
mean,
Well, I
I
mean, the
hope.
kids were great. Like, I thought, especially like the littlest kids were really good. But
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm still on the fact that you haven't seen this before. Hold on.
I
How do you
know.
never seen Julie Andrews, The
I
Sound of
don't
Music?
know. I
Christopher
don't know.
Plummer as the overbearing, heartbroken captain.
Right. This is wonderful whiteness. Okay.
It is. It's a great love
What?
story that makes you believe in love, Disney style.
Oh,
Right.
Because
okay.
In the
it's
middle
very
of
much like a Disney love story, right? Right?
right in the middle of like a genocide type war, but it was still
Right. I mean, hello.
Exactly. Well, I
Nazis
mean,
and
honestly, it was right at the beginning because they got out right when Germany invaded Austria. So
right,
it
right.
wasn't in the middle,
Well,
but it was definitely ramping up. So
yes,
it was
yes.
well, see,
ramping up.
that's. I mean, come on now. That is a very odd sort of juxtaposition. We got Nazis and
Yeah, you got Nazis
and
in a
children.
musical.
Yeah, like I don't understand how that. Well, okay, whatever.
You have
No,
The
to
really, it
stranger
really
things
is
have
great.
happened.
It's really great. I love Julie Andrews' version of it, the movie version. I
Hmm.
I'm not. I mean, I like Broadway enough. Um, but I because I grew up on it. That's why I grew up on it. It's
Right.
nostalgic, and I love it. And there are some very white people, but it's also in Austria, and the
Yes,
late
right. Yes.
30s, early 40s. So
Which
there's going to be
screams
a lot of white.
black female. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of white people there.
A lot.
Not that we have problems with white people, but
No,
I
kind of
just,
everywhere. So.
no, it's just one of those ones I haven't seen. Like I also haven't seen oh, what's the one with the cartoons and the children singing and
It's like every Disney movie.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins.
Right,
Haven't
exactly.
seen that
I'm like,
one
what do you
either.
mean children singing in
Mary Poppins.
You've never seen Mary Poppins?
I don't believe I have. No.
I'm beginning to wonder if maybe you weren't just like kept in a hole as a child. How did you escape not seeing these things?
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know. I don't know.
Learn,
I
have you seen
don't
Singing
have
in
any
the Rain?
information for that. I have seen Singing in the Rain. Yes, I have. But I saw it as an adult.
I haven't seen
Kid.
that.
Did you see Princess Bride?
Part of A Princess Bride.
Okay, did you see The Wiz? Did you see The Wiz with Michael
Yes,
Jackson?
I've seen The Wiz a gazillion.
All right.
Are you
Did I
sure?
am
questioning my kid movie cred?
Yes, I am.
Yes, definitely. Ma'am, we need to talk.
Well, yes, I have
maybe
seen
that's
The
what our
Wiz.
next simulcast needs to be, is just us watching The Sound of Music and various Disney films that you haven't seen.
Mary Poppins.
Poppins.
I mean, Willie, you made us listen. All the zombie movies I've watched because of you, you could watch Mary Poppins.
Yes.
I don't have anything against watching Mary Poppins. I just haven't seen it yet.
You're Nazi. Watching them.
Blame my mom. Blame my parents. There you go.
I know your mama has seen The Sound of Music.
I doubt it.
I don't.
I doubt that. I'm going to challenge you on that. I doubt that she has.
Okay. All right, Nazi. We'll see.
But anyway, back to The Wiz. I have seen The Wiz several times, actually. It's one of my favorite childhood movies. Thank you very much. So I was excited to hear that they were going to be doing it on NBC, and a little bit worried, seeing how The Sound of Music turned out.
I think the best casting choice there was having Audra McDonald play Mother Superior.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they should just make more stuff for her to sing in it.
Right, exactly. Like, she should totally be Dorothy.
Yeah.
And the Tin Man, and Scarecrow, and the Lion.
Really just her.
Have kind of an orphan black thing going on, but I don't know if you can do that live, so.
Just whatever.
Yeah, but then like Cirque du Soleil is performing, and I know there was some objections to that from some in our party. But I don't know. I think it might be cool. I want to see what they're going to do with it.
I mean, I think they're wonderful. I just, I was considering or thinking about the brownness of the Wiz and the lack of brownness of Cirque du Soleil. So I definitely think it's a good, fit as far as making it a theatrical production. But I was just a little concerned. That's all.
Well, I know that there are minority Cirque du Soleil performers. I've seen
Enough
them.
to be in the Wiz.
Well, I'm sure they can hire some people.
Well, in Peter Pan, all of the Indians were like brown people or people of minority descent.
Mm-hmm.
None of them were like white people in brown face. So,
Okay.
I mean, they were like Asian, maybe the Indian, a black kid here,
Okay.
maybe Hispanic. I don't know, but they weren't like white people, like tanned. So
Okay.
I was all right with that.
Okay.
No
I'll take that.
no blackface going on.
Yeah.
I want to see what they're going to do with it. It should be interesting. We'll see, I guess.
That's for sure.
So let's see what else is going on. Okay, well, I guess since we're in the realm of showbiz, why don't we talk about the new Batman and his real life problems?
Oh, you got real life problems?
Well, the actor portraying Batman does.
Oh, Ben Affleck. Oh, I keep forgetting he's portraying the new Batman.
Right, yeah.
Right, hello.
It's not that Batman-y, so I'm having trouble with that. But
He's more Bruce Wayne to me than Batman, but
yes.
I kind of want to see where he goes with it.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna mess it up. I'm just saying I haven't wrapped my mind around it yet. That's all.
right.
Right.
But I'm so okay. So he was on this PBS show called Finding Your Roots, and many celebrities have been on the show, and they delve into your ancestors and figure out where you came from. And Ben has an ancestor that was a slave owner, and he was not happy about it at all.
I mean, he could be happy about it, but okay.
Only one?
Well, I mean, he wasn't even. Well, that was all they disclosed. But when I say not happy about it, I mean he doesn't want anyone to know.
Oh.
He wants them to edit and censor that portion out of the show altogether. And, right. And PBS basically told him no. That's, against the point of public television. I mean, we're not here to try and make you look good. This is reality. Basically, we're, showing them what tracing your roots can find. And just because it's not, your ancestors were the people that freed the unicorns, you just can't change it. And he was afraid, I guess, that it was going to damage his reputation going into this new movie, and thus and so. So he really, really wants them to edit it out, and they're basically saying no. So I wanted to know, what did you ladies think? I mean, do you think that this is kind of just about the negative publicity as far as the new Batman series coming out, or do you think this is more towards that why do we have to keep talking about we own slaves? You know what I mean? Where this thing is going.
Go ahead, Tamika. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I mean, it was disclosed from a leak, so it's kind of like similar to that whole Sony hack that happened a while back. So it wasn't like somebody at PBS announced it.
Right.
And basically it was exposed because of what Chris just said, because he was emailing them asking them to edit it out. As far as his thoughts or I don't know, it's hard to say. I can't see him being like one of those let's not talk about it people. And I want to say I've seen him connected to other issues around like race and class, and he was pretty progressive.
Okay.
But don't ask me to be specific, because of course I can't think of any right now. I'm going to Google it as we're speaking. But just from what I know of him, I do believe he's been more on the progressive side of these issues. So I don't see him being one of those, race problems will go away if we don't talk about them people. I don't. He seems more plugged in and just smarter than that, really. But I don't know. As far as like the publicity, honestly, the negative publicity came from the attempt to sweep it under the rug, I think. First of all, when you go back digging in your roots, nobody ever knows what they're going to find.
Exactly.
So I don't know any rational person that could hold it against him that one of his ancestors was a slaveholder. That said, I'm honestly surprised. I'm like, there's only one. Like,
right.
I mean,
You do know how whites are, right?
Right.
My mom always says if you shake the family tree, the nuts will fall. So
exactly.
You have to expect some, elements of foolishness in your family.
Exactly. I mean, just like if we traced our roots and found only one slave, I'd be like, really?
Right.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, I might be a little happy, but I'd also be surprised.
Right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be exactly happy, but I would be terribly surprised. Like, oh, okay, all right then. So I don't know. I think he did himself a disservice by trying to hide it. Like, I think that is where the negative publicity will come in. I don't think rational, reasonable black folks will turn on Ben Affleck because his great whatever owned slaves. That's ridiculous. We'd have to turn on most pop culture celebrities if that were the case.
Yeah, and even black ones, not even white ones.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, honestly, it's there's been so many other celebrities that have been on this show who have found similar things, and nobody, turned their backs on them. So it's kind of like, well, why was it, why was this so serious for you to try and hide? You're not the first person or the last person. And as stated in the leak interview, the guy was like, his ancestor was a slave owner, but he wasn't like a, a terrible person. It wasn't like, he was flogging people in the streets. It wasn't like that. They've mentioned that some other people, when they did their ancestor traces, one guy, I think he said his slaves rose and killed him because he was so terrible to them, and things like that. Like this wasn't that type of situation. It wasn't like there was a specific incident that he was trying to hide. He just really didn't want anybody to know.
Okay.
You know what? Sometimes we react oddly to things that we didn't expect. So maybe this was just a first dumb reaction.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, I was just Googling him as we were talking, and yeah, he's pretty liberal. I do want to say, did he campaign for Obama? I know that he campaigned, yeah, he's, pretty progressive, so maybe he was just afraid of that, of just sort of messing with.
I'm wondering how much this is being played up. Maybe he emailed about something, and they took it as, oh, he's trying to sweep this under the rug, so, that was kind of the leak, as opposed to he was like, maybe we should downplay this a little more, but not remove it, but, just put it at the tail end or only mention it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Haven't read it. Wasn't there. So
right.
I don't know Ben Affleck. I can't call him up and be like, Ben, was you really trying to hide this? Because, that's part of American history that we keep trying to avoid or hide. Which we shouldn't. That's part of the reason why we have all these race problems, that we won't talk about stuff.
Right.
And hey, it happened.
Race together.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It happened. That's not how you feel about it. You weren't the one actually buying slaves, or even if you lived during that time and didn't really, like you lived on your dad's farm and didn't have a choice and you didn't like it. Because I finished the book. I don't know if we ever had the book.
We did.
But, in there, he didn't seem like he really, I don't know, he seemed like he really wanted to do something different, but he didn't know exactly what the answer was, and freeing his slaves wasn't necessarily the answer in that exact moment. But we need to stop pretending like this is not a part of our history.
Right.
Is basically what I'm saying. So he needs to stop freaking out about it. If a black person found out, like, well, you are descended from slaves, and they were like, oh my God, this is ruining the family name. Like, really?
Right. Okay. I was just reading a little bit about him, and apparently his mom was a freedom rider in the 60s.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe he's just trying to, stick to his brand. That's not the right word, but, stick to one side of the debate.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's why I freak out sometimes.
It kind of reminds me of, remember in Hitch when he found the girl's ancestors, and the one guy was a serial killer?
Yeah, she's not freaking out.
The butcher.
What is she doing?
And she went like crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, she went completely crazy ass right. I thought you would, whether he was a killer or not, you weren't killing people.
Right.
She's like, oh my God, that's it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's just embarrassing to him. I don't know.
It is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. I would say it's embarrassing, but I would say, honestly, if we're honest, is it really that rare?
No, it's not. That's why I don't understand. It's like freaking out about it.
Yeah. So, oh well, poor Ben.
All right, Ben.
Poor him, whatever.
Right. Poor movie star.
I have no emotional sympathy for the man. I don't hate him or anything. I just don't have any sympathy.
He'll be fine.
Now, if he messes up Batman, we will have a problem.
Oh, yeah, girl. Ooh. Yeah, I'll be more mad about his betrayal of, portrayal of Bruce Wayne / Batman is jacked up than the fact that his family owns slaves.
Right. I just assumed that most, very white people's family did own slaves, so maybe that's my favorite.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, here's a good one. This week I actually just kind of ran across this one right before we got online, and see if I can get it open. But a 7-year-old girl in Chicago just won $16,000 for her comic book, and it's all about a super Afro puff.
Yeah.
About what? It's about a what?
A super Afro puff.
That's cool.
I know, right? So let me see if I can get the story to open.
That is what's up.
So I guess she could be
Like her
our
Afro puffs
this
give her the
week.
power.
Something like that. Let me get the link open. It's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Super Afro.
Okay, so the headline is 7-year-old girl wins 16K for her comic book about a super Afro puff. And this was in the Chicago Defender.
Okay.
And I think I first saw this online. Feminista Jones posted a link to it. But let me get this story. Okay, so Natalie McGriff, 7 years old, and I believe she's from Chicago. And she just won a prize at One Spark, which is like I want to say it's like an indie sort of
Comic book.
self-producing. I think it's comic book and like different types of art, like a crowdfunding type deal. And she just won the 16K. Oh, hold on. There's a. Hold on. Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Sorry about that. I have another window open somewhere that's.
Talking?
Yes, it's talking. Bear with me just a moment.
No problem.
Gotta be careful about those windows sometimes.
I know, right? And it won't shut up. Like I can't find it.
It's like one of those commercials that just automatically play.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
those.
I hate those things. Oh.
Nobody's
Okay.
ever happy about that. They're never like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
And I can't find it. So I was like, shut up, where is it? Okay. So Natalie McGriff, 7 years old. The title of her comic book is The Adventures of Moxie Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it centers on a black girl who hates her hair.
Mm-hmm.
However, after using some magical shampoo, her curls develop super abilities. She then uses her Afro puffs to fight for literacy and save the Jacksonville Public Library from a pack of hungry monsters trying to gobble it up.
I love it.
Does that not sound awesome?
Man.
Doesn't that sound cool?
Yeah, I wish I had thought of something like that when I was. She said
Right?
she was 7?
Right, yes.
Golly.
She wrote it with the help of her mom, and the adventure from the inspiration from it came from herself, and she's this cutest little girl with the little Afro puffs. There's a very cute picture of her holding up her gigantic check for $16,423.69.
That's awesome.
Natalie.
Right, with her little Afro puff, she's so cute. So yeah, and let's see here. I can get a little bit more information about it. So basically, like she was trying to, she wrote the book because because her and her mom were trying to help little girls having self-esteem issues regarding their hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's sweet.
that is this week in Black Excellence.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that awesome? Again, the title of it is The Adventures of Moxie Girl. It's so cute.
That is wonderful. That's beautiful. I'm so excited.
Go, little Natalie. And if you need an intern, I'll.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's see. So I don't know. What do you guys? Were you thoughts, comments?
Other than I feel like I've not achieved much in my life now.
Right? I know. Way to go, Natalie. Thanks a lot.
Just, when and where can I get this comic?
Let me see if they say anything about where it's going to be published. Let me see.
And I hope it becomes a series and not just like a one-off.
Right. Let's see here. It doesn't say where it's going to be published. Inspiration. Yeah, it doesn't. The article doesn't include where it's going to be published.
It's all right.
So, but I will definitely keep my eyes open for. Hopefully, it will be published, and I'll be able to buy it.
Yeah.
Yes, and give it to some cute little girl.
So let's see. Uh, well, let's see. So you guys want to talk about? Well, okay. We might take a slightly more dark turn. So we can talk about the latest round of police shootings.
Oh.
Or we could talk about and I think I just lost my link, but the holdup on the confirmation of Loretta Lynch
Let's
as
talk about
Attorney
that. That
General.
sounds a little more positive.
Okay.
She's not dead, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And when we have to say she's not dead, so
Right.
that's good.
The
I think
threshold
it says a lot. Right, the threshold is tragically low. So yeah, okay. So Loretta Lynch, which I think we covered her, gosh, it had to have been like 4 or 5 months ago when she was first announced
Yeah.
as the nomination for AG, still has not been confirmed. There hasn't even been a vote, or really any, like besides the initial questioning of, are you different from Eric Holder? There hasn't been a lot of debate over her candidacy. So I just saw, literally again, minutes before we came on air, that oh, what was that dude? Hold on. Basically, Republicans have been holding it up over this bill that they has been introduced. And let me find my link. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. Sorry.
All right.
Hopefully, no annoying pop-ups will start talking to me. Okay, so Bob Corker from Tennessee announced on CNN just this morning, like just today, that supposedly a vote is supposed to be coming in the next 2 to 3 days. He's Republican, by the way. According to him, the holdup was over this anti-human trafficking bill that Republicans tacked on some an anti-abortion rider on. So basically, right, yeah. So basically, she was being held up over something that had nothing to do with her. And again, we're still waiting for a vote. So, like, she's not. Well, she would be the first African American female attorney general, but she's not the longest nominee to wait for a confirmation. But
really?
it is kind of weird, and I think it looks bad for Republicans that are campaigning in this cycle to be sitting on a nomination for 5 months of the first African American female AG. And I get the feeling that at least Corker is starting to sort of clue into that. So yeah, just recently, even the president kind of called out Congress, like, okay, this is ridiculous. We need to get this vote done. So apparently, within 2 to 3 days, they're going to have a vote, and she should be confirmed. But I guess we'll see. So thoughts, comments, concerns?
Well, who was the person who's had to wait longer than her?
I want to say it was actually a Bush appointee. Hold on. Let me see if I can Google it really quick.
And I wonder what that holdup was, if it was because of tacked on. I hate when they do that, when they just tack on.
Yeah.
Something that has nothing to do with the rest of the bill or anything else, but
Nope.
they want to.
Yeah, it was
Get
just
this
some
thing
anti-abortion writer tacked on to a human trafficking bill. So it didn't even have anything to do with the original bill,
Yeah.
which
Ridiculous.
happens fairly often in the Beltway. So let me see if I can find who that nominee was.
I'm busy.
And I want to believe she may have been African American too, but let me see if I can find that. Delayed vote. Oh, okay. Let's see. I think I might have found it.
Okay.
Okay. Nope, that's not it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have who that
Okay,
was.
it's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. I mean,
So
at
my
least
apologies for that. But still, I mean,
not
regardless of whether she's not the longest person,
right.
this was announced over 5 months ago. So,
I mean, I guess we
um,
can't get too angry. This is politics, and this is what people do in politics. But this is also why I don't want to vote for anybody.
yeah, I mean, I guess once I really kind of look at it, I guess I'm not terribly surprised. Well,
No.
I'm surprised in that they would do this in an election year, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I guess on the one hand, I'm not really surprised.
It did well. The whole shutdown of government didn't hurt them in the last
Right.
election. I mean,
That's
they
true.
got more control, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, y'all realize that, and they had like the lowest. They had the lowest approval rating of any Congress in I can't remember how many years, but like
Hmm.
97% of Congress got reelected, and I'm like,
Right.
why? Why would anybody do this?
Right.
It's lazy.
So
So lazy. We don't have to think about new people. We can just go with what we have.
right.
I did the research because I was not happy, and then I was
Absolutely. I
angry.
totally agree. Totally agree. But we're not the majority. So, yeah.
um. Oh wait, no. You know what? I actually have a correction. Let's see. According to CNN.com, Lynch would be the first country's first African American woman to hold the post. Her nomination has stalled longer than any attorney general pick since the Reagan administration. So,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So wow.
Well, scratch that then.
So, we'll see what happens in 2 to 3 days if we have a new AG
Hmm.
or not.
Okay.
So, while we're in the realm of politics, what do you all think about Hillary? Early thoughts on the Hillary Clinton for president campaign?
Who's going to be her running mate? That's my like only real question.
She hasn't announced. She just announced she was running. So.
I know. I'm just. I mean, I'm 94% sure I'm going to vote for her because I don't trust anybody else. I don't really trust her, but I trust her more than I trust anybody else.
Mhm.
She's been running for president for like 20 years.
True. That is very true.
But I mean, it depends on who she. It doesn't really depend on who she picks as her running mate, but I just want to know who is it.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of not. I won't necessarily say that I wouldn't vote for her because, like you said, she seems like the lesser of most of the evils. However, I want to know more about, her personal. I mean, not personal, but her political stance on some issues. Things have changed since the last time she was going to run, but almost ran for president. So, I kind of want to know a little bit more before I just say hands down Hillary. And
Mhm.
then, yes, who her running mate would be.
Right. Yeah, I feel the same way. Well, first of all, it's really, really early. She literally just announced, I think, last week.
Yes.
Um, I don't know though, and this is gonna sound weird coming from me because I actually did um, was a Gore speechwriter.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sold on Hillary. If you'd asked me this, well, in 2008, actually in 2007,
Hmm.
um, I would have given you a different answer. But there were some things that came out during President Obama's run and during their runoff in the primary that just, I don't know, it kind of made me look twice at Hillary. Um, I don't know. I'm not against her, but I want to see what other candidates emerge. And I want to see who her running mate is and some of the things that she has to say. but I don't know, like just some things some things that came out of the Clinton campaign in 2008 made me question the commitment to minorities. Yeah, there was some very culturally insensitive, I guess, statements that came out of the Clinton campaign.
Okay.
That just, I don't know, that make you side eye a little bit, like, really? I don't know. Just it could have been just pandering or trying to attract a certain more conservative demographic, maybe. But I don't know. I want it's early, and I want to see who else is going to emerge. And if it ended up she's the nominee, then she's the nominee. But
is there
right
really
now,
anybody else?
not at this moment. A lot of people want Elizabeth Warren of, I think, Massachusetts to run. She's proven very pretty progressive on a lot of issues, very much in support of like working Americans and against like big corporations.
Okay.
I think she's a little bit more progressive and liberal in a lot of ways than Hillary. As of right now, anyway. I guess we'll see as the campaign rolls out which way Hillary sort of moves, if she sort of moves left or if she, tries to move more towards the right. We'll see. To me, Elizabeth Warren is decidedly left of her. I like her. Right at this point, I kind of like her more than Hillary, but she's not running. Like Elizabeth Warren has said in, God, at least a dozen interviews that she's not running. Which, ironically, she actually has a PAC out there trying to advocate to get her to run right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And their philosophy is that, well, at the time, Senator Obama said the same thing. So that's the thinking behind that.
That's true.
Yeah. So that she would be my favorite at this point, I guess, with Hillary a second. And then there's also a PAC advocating, trying to get, and this is kind of funny, advocating for Vice President Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he hasn't exactly said he's not running. He's been more sort of coy on it, so we might see a run from him too. But there's actually a PAC out there to elect him as well that's already up and running.
Him. I don't know why. Like, I love him.
He's America's #1 dad.
Right. I'm not even
saying him running the country.
I'm not even saying that he would be a good president. I just love him.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I like him a lot, and he's always entertaining.
So entertaining.
I don't know if I see him as a president, though. I don't know. I don't know.
Other sticks in the mud, and that's just like, well, maybe we should give Joe a chance. I don't know.
I mean, he's definitely got the political chops to do it, and the an understanding of especially an understanding of like international like politics and things like that. So I mean,
it's possible.
I don't know. It's hard for me to take him seriously.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, taking him seriously.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Although I will say, during the last elections, the 2012 elections, who was the kid that he was beating up on? Oh, dude, the young one.
He was beating up kids?
No, not literally. No. He did it. Okay, remember President Obama did a debate, and like everybody was saying, oh, he was too weak. He wasn't aggressive enough. Blah blah blah. And then they did the vice presidential debate. And
oh yeah, and he like talked on top of the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, and like was making faces while he was talking.
Yes.
He went a little hard in the paint. He did.
He did.
But it was so good.
It was. I was very impressed with him, and I was like, okay, I could possibly see it, but I don't know. I guess we'll need to see more.
I'm not willing to say that it would be a good decision. I'm just saying I like him.
Well, I mean,
what if he became Hillary's vice president?
Huh. That would be an interesting ticket.
It would be.
I don't know how.
I think he's a pretty decent vice president.
Do you think he would want to be vice president again, though? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why anybody wants to be a politician. To me, it seems like the worst job ever because all you ever do is spend time asking people for money so you can do your job, but you never get to do it because you spend time asking people for money.
Right. Right.
And then when you try to do your job, everybody else at your job is like trying to undercut you and is always talking about how you're not qualified to do your job. It's like, why did I even do this?
Right. Yes. I love the obstructionism where you say you're not doing your job, but you're not doing your job because someone else won't let you do your job. Like, that drives me crazy.
You're not going to be able to do your job. So
Right, exactly.
indeed. Well, I don't know. I think Hillary is still riding off of America Loves Bill Clinton tidal wave,
Hmm.
and I'm pretty sure that wave has run out. Um, but I don't know. I kind of feel like she doesn't necessarily think that she's going to have to fight as hard as she's going to have to for these votes.
Hmm. Maybe, yeah. There might be a bit of I don't know though. I want to say Hillary's, like Sydney said, she's been running for president for the last 20 years. So like I'd hope that she's at this point kind of aware of how far uphill she has to travel.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it's really early, and there's already like, gosh, 7 Republican primary
Oh God,
nominees.
yeah.
So,
Ugh.
so we'll see
Ugh.
who else emerges on this side.
I'm actually kind of mad that Rubio threw his hat in so early, because as far as like Republicans who I think would make a good president, I feel like he would, but I also feel like he doesn't have enough experience of like representing all types of like everybody. I mean, like he has almost ignored the immigrant issue in his own state of Florida, which is
Right.
almost like us not talking about border control in Texas, which would be stupid.
Right.
And it's like, dude, I want to be on your team, but I also feel like it's not your time. It's not.
Right. I'm
But,
surprised that Perry is still in it. I would have thought after being indicted.
man, right? But hey, he was indicted how long ago? And that didn't stop him from running for re-election. Not this election, but the election before that.
Wow. So wait, he was indicted again? Like he was indicted before? 'Cause I thought he was indicted
Not
after.
indicted so much as he's the only governor to ever become a millionaire in office. So people were like questioning things because he wasn't rich before he became governor of Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of gray junk happening with him, and then the whole indictment thing. Yeah, you would think, but no, he's still going for it. I mean, I'm not voting for him. I didn't vote for him for governor. I definitely don't want him to be president.
Since he's in, let him stay in and siphon off votes. That's a little cynical, I admit, but whatever.
Isn't there a Bush running?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jeb, brother.
Jeb Bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it right there.
I actually think that the dad was the better of the two Bushes.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say right then. I was about to say something really awful.
I mean, that's not saying that I was a fan of either.
Right. Right, exactly.
But, man, I got... that's just to go into saying that it's a long shot for me if Jeb wins my vote.
Oh, God. Well, he was never going to get mine, but...
No, I mean, the dude would have to completely change his whole stance on everything for me to vote for him. But I'm not saying I wouldn't if he made those changes.
Well, if he made them, wouldn't he be a Democrat?
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Exactly.
So yeah, it'll be an interesting election cycle. Like I want people to, like, I want more Democrats to declare. Like I don't know what the holdup is on this side. It's kind of
probably because it's like a year and a half out.
True, very true.
I'm really sick and tired of this pre-mediation and remediation of things, and It's like, why don't you prove to me that you can do your job by actually doing your job, and stop trying to convince me you can do your job by talking to me for a year and a half.
Just do your
That's
job.
one way of looking at it.
I don't know any other job where you could talk about doing your job for as long as politicians do, and then actually do their job for the short amount of time they do it,
Yeah,
and still keep their job.
that's a good point.
Hmm.
And
I
no,
guess
but
that's
I mean,
also
don't you
part of
think
politics.
like? I mean, we know Hillary. Like, honestly, I feel like she could have waited until the month before the election to declare. Like, it's the other people that we don't know that we need to be talking to.
Yeah, and in fact, I don't want to say like it's hers to lose, but I feel like more can go wrong for her saying it this early.
True. Very true. I agree. I do. I'm actually surprised that she declared so early.
Yeah, I mean, she could have waited
it
to
gives more
2016.
people a chance to attack her, and it gives her more time to stumble.
Yeah.
So.
She literally could have waited to 2016 to announce she was going to run for president.
Yeah.
Yeah, more time for her to dissect her running strategy and, try and come up with a plan against it. Oh, well.
Oh, well, we'll see. So, either of you were thinking about running for president, you have a platform.
All right.
I'm good.
Seems like everybody's going to be in this election.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else is going on? Let's talk about, take a little bit of a lighter turn, Black Girls Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you guys watch that?
Yes.
I didn't get to watch it, but I heard about it.
I got to watch it. I watched it with my cousin and her 5-year-old little girl. Awesome. It was really good. And she was like transfixed. I want to say when Michelle Obama was speaking. But like, there's like, I was trying to get a shot of her without her noticing. Of course, I failed miserably. But like, she was like transfixed in front of the TV for a minute, which is amazing for a 5-year-old because that never happens. But yeah, it was maybe like a couple weeks ago. It was on Easter weekend.
Yes.
It aired. And Michelle Obama was the guest of honor, and she made an awesome speech.
She did.
And some people had a problem with it.
I wonder who.
I know that comes as a surprise to you guys, but apparently, some folks had a problem with the First Lady declaring that Black Girls Rock, and there was like this huge Twitter campaign with the hashtag White Girls Rock, and you would think that it would be sort of like a direct one-to-one comparison, like the Black Girls Rock hashtag for like tweets of affirmation about Black girls and Black women.
But no.
Right, yeah. That's not exactly how the White Girls Rock hashtag worked. It was more about trashing Black girls and talking about how ghetto Black females are and how superior white girls are. So not exactly a one-to-one comparison. And then in addition to that, there was also a big sort of uproar with several think pieces being published about how racist it was for the First Lady to align herself with something declaring Black Girls Rock.
Really?
Yes. Even though she is a former Black girl and the mother of 2 Black girls. Somehow that was racist of her to declare. So, thoughts?
I'm confused at how her saying Black Girls Rock makes her a racist.
Instead of saying that all girls rock, she's being a racist. She represents a country that is diverse, and by her saying that Black girls rock. I don't remember her saying Black girls rock only, but that's what white people hear whenever Black people make any type of proclamation. They hear only because that's the way that they think. So it's like, it must be a superiority thing. No, we're not trying to have Black supremacy by saying Black girls rock. We're just trying to lift, women who have been put at the bottom of the barrel for so long.
Right.
But what they hear is, we're better than you. So the White Girls Rock hashtag is a perfect example of that thinking, because they only made this hashtag to trash Black girls because we can't have you all thinking that you're better. Nobody said that, but that's immediately where they went with it.
What I
So
don't understand, yeah, no, I'm with you. What I don't understand is like the cultural appropriation of black culture, and how much people love black culture but hate black people.
yes,
And that when we declare how awesome we are, then we're the racists.
yes, because we can't know it. We can't know. We're not supposed to know that they all want to be like us. It's a secret.
Right.
I guess.
Um,
Which is
it's
stupid.
interesting that you said that, Sydney, because the little girl, what's her name, Amanda
Yeah, who
Stenberg,
played Rue? Yeah.
yeah, who played Rue in Hunger Games. She was in something else too.
She's
Now,
in Sleepy Hollow, but I don't. She was in
oh, was
another
she?
movie. Yeah, she plays the captain's daughter.
Huh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she does.
She
Yeah.
actually plays a handicapped.
Yeah,
Actually.
she's in a wheelchair. Yeah. She made a video assignment for, I think it was like an assignment for her school, doing exactly what you just said about how, about cultural appropriation. And I think the title of the video is Don't Cash Crop My Cornrows, which
Yeah.
I find brilliant. I love that. But she was basically saying the same thing. And one of the questions her video asks is, what if people love black people as much as they love black culture? She sort of makes that argument.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I got that from her because I saw that she said that. I'm
yeah.
not going to be like, well, I said it first. I didn't. I heard she made the video. I haven't seen the video, but I saw
You know
her.
black people steal, so, you know.
Yeah. We're all criminals. We all have 4 babies by 4 different dudes.
Right,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. And we've all
Um,
done drugs.
right, exactly. Yeah, I'm
And
going to go through
we're
some in a
all on
minute.
welfare. We're not educated,
And we all work. Yes.
and we don't know who our daddies are.
Nope. I'm a twerk queen, so yeah.
So, you know what? This whole black girls rock, white girls rock thing, it's just, it's
Stupid.
so ridiculous. It's so typical. I mean, not unexpected. Usually when black people make some sort of proclamation, somebody has a problem with it. So I wasn't entirely surprised. Um, I don't. Okay, so even if Michelle Obama did say only black girls rock, or primarily black girls rock, what's that problem?
Yeah, I
She
don't
is a black
understand.
girl, like,
Yeah, don't they?
right? I
mean,
mean, number one, she is a black girl or black woman. She's the
Yeah.
mother of black girls, and the whole reason that this award show and the organization, which is a really kick-ass organization, the whole reason that any of it exists is because black female voices were missing from the lexicon of pop culture
Mhm.
and media. That's the reason why any of these organizations, starting with like the NAACP or HBCUs, like that's the whole reason why they exist, is because there was a dearth of representation of people
Yeah.
of color.
So a friend of mine works for the city, and what she does is she makes sure that when the city needs something, that they also have minorities and women-owned companies that are available for them to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the argument always as to why there's not enough, why there's not diversity in like CEOs or minority women-owned companies. So there just aren't any. There's not enough. There's always that argument. And so I asked her, "Is like, do you ever have a hard time finding companies owned by women or owned by minorities to put in this category?" She's like, "Never, never." It's like people who make those kinds of claims already had their friend who had the company, or just wanted to work with this person, and they didn't let anybody know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you let people know, "Oh, I'm looking for a company that does plumbing or trucking or whatever,"
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna find those people.
Right.
So the idea that we are simply saying that black girls rock, not that nobody else doesn't.
Right.
It's ridiculous that anybody would say, "Oh, y'all are being racist."
Right.
First of all, the mention of race does not make you racist. It actually
Amen.
it makes you a bit more aware of the fact that people have different cultures and are represented by different things.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to acknowledge the fact, for you to acknowledge somebody else's culture, now I mean, you don't always say, "Well, this is my black friend," or we're having soul food Sundays because we like to eat black food. not that, but for you to like never acknowledge somebody else's culture is ridiculous. So for me to say, black girls rock because we do some pretty amazing things, and then for somebody to say, well, you're just being a racist. No, no.
Right.
What you're doing is you're denying the fact that I get to pay attention and highlight somebody else's culture, which makes you more of a racist than me.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
what about people who don't see race?
Girl, stop it. 1,000%.
Yeah, side out to all of those people. Right
race
here.
together. Race together.
Hashtag race together. You forgot that.
I just avoided Starbucks too. I completely avoided Starbucks.
You know what? I went every day of the whole ridiculous week that they ran that campaign, and I did not get one of those damn cups. So
they never wrote the hashtag on your cup.
in there wanting a damn race cup, and I did not get one.
They didn't want to hear what your black ass had to say. Okay.
So I was profiled, and I don't appreciate it. Because I wanted to race together, and nobody wanted to race with me. So
I wanted to race together.
No.
You know how many damn mochas I bought?
No race together for you, man. They saw you coming like, oh, she looked like she got something political to say. That's okay. Don't write it on her.
I did read though that like the baristas just didn't do it. Like they wouldn't, like they didn't write them on any cup.
You know the ones in Seattle. There was like those 3 in Seattle where people are really like, this is gonna make a difference on Sunday or Monday whenever they started it. Yeah, and then they were just waiting. They were just waiting, and there was probably like an Indian guy who came in, and they're like, oh, I know his name is gonna be something really hard, and he was like, my name is Matthew. They were like, all right, is that what 1 T or 2? And then like a black guy came in, he'd be like, what's your name? Andre. You can't be like, oh, that's weird. That's so many people named Andre. Not even just black.
See, I was ready with Tar Baby, but nobody would give me one of the damn cups.
Tar Baby, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Too much.
Too much. Just a little bit. Porsche, Monkey. It was like asking my name, but nobody asked.
No, you needed to like come in with like Sarah and say it like Sarah. Sarah, S-A-R-A.
Or something hyphenated.
Mary, M-A-R-Y.
Marie.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's hilarious. So that was the Black Girls Rock.
Really good, and it was really positive. And it's like if what you got from watching it was how racist the show is, you weren't watching the same show I was.
Right.
Nothing like it was nowhere in the whole show did it say, and that's why black girls rock and the rest of you motherfuckers suck. It didn't. It wasn't like that. It was so positive. It was really nice. So I'm like, but I knew it was coming. Like you said, it wasn't a surprise. But what are you gonna do? It's their last. It's the end of their term. You like whatever, do whatever I want.
Stop! It's the end of your term. Stop.
You're scaring them, Chris. Now stop that.
I'm just saying. Okay. He won both ears, right? Okay.
Too funny. So let's see.
Okay. Ladies, I am gonna have to go very soon.
Yeah, I think that we're
wrapping it up.
Gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I don't have anything. Well, I mean, I do have other stuff, but I don't want our viewers to go and kill themselves. So we'll save some of the happiness and joy for a later episode. I'll just remind everybody that we're reading The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl by Issa Rae for our next book club meeting. And that is on the first Saturday in May, which I believe is May 2nd. Let me just confirm
Sunday.
that.
No.
Sunday.
I'm sorry, Sunday, May 3rd. Sorry, first Sunday in May 3rd. I forgot that we changed the days. So, with that, did you guys have anything you wanted to shout out or plug?
Yes.
Or?
It is time for Those Thrones.
Yes.
Thrones
I
is about
finally am on the Game of Thrones juggernaut. Yes, and I'm totally hooked. I'm caught up now. So
Yay!
I've been binging Game of Thrones for the last week. So it's a
Uh,
whole lot of violence and boobs to take in.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I would get these random text messages at like 11:45 at night. Like, okay, so why did they do this? I'm like, girl, my eyes are shut. I will do it tomorrow.
I haven't watched any of the new season yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yes.
I have to wait till all 10 shows have come out, and then I sit down and just binge the whole season.
You know what? I can understand that temptation because it's so hard to wait a week.
It's like, and it's also complicated. I forget people's names. Like, I only saw the first half of the 4th season.
What?
And I got kind of, when I started watching the second half, I was like, wait a minute, I gotta go back and watch that last. Who was that?
Oh,
So many people. It's like so.
It is a lot of people.
so worth it. It's so worth it.
It is really good though.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and put in a shameless plug for my favorite new Netflix show, which is The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
And you know what? I saw the
not
first
watched
episode of that.
You have not watched it.
Yeah, I haven't binged the whole thing, but I saw the first episode and it was hilarious. It was really funny.
So good. It is so good. You have to watch it.
I will definitely add that to the list.
Yeah.
And also, since we're plugging Netflix, check out Daredevil.
Oh yeah, I need to watch it. I haven't seen it. Heard all kinds of good things.
Yes, so have I. I haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
it's really good. I've seen the first 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ladies. I do have to go now. So.
All right.
Alrighty, bye, girls.
Bye.
Until next week.
Okay.